Hello, friends, and this is Steve, and I'm going to be reading a bit more from the book Attuned by Thomas Hubl, Practicing Independence to Heal Our Trauma and Our World. This is chapter 4, page 63, or chapter 4 of part 1, The Art of Transparent Communication. The more we let go of the protective constrictions throughout our body, the more we open to and realize ourselves as the disentangled ground of fundamental consciousness. That was written by Judith Blackstone. I'm going to read it again. It's just speaking to me, so I'm going to read it again. And this is from chapter 4, The Art of Transparent Communication. The more we let go of protective constrictions throughout our body, the more we open to and realize ourselves as the disentangled ground of fundamental consciousness. Judith Blackstone. Thank you very much, Judith and Thomas, for using those words. And from Mary Oliver, attention without feeling, I began to learn, is only a report. And openness and empathy was necessary if the attention was to matter. This is a good start of this chapter. In 1973, biologist Rupert Sheldrake was busy studying plant development at Cambridge and became interested in the concept of morphogenetic form-shaping fields. He intuited that such fields might play a vital role in plant development, but recognized they could not be passed down genetically. This obstacle triggered a profound insight, the deeper investigation of which became his hypothesis for morphic resonance, which Sheldrake would later propose as an underlying organizational pattern for life. In self-organizing systems at all levels of complexity, he writes, there is a wholeness that depends on a characteristic organizing field of that system, its morphic field. Some 40 years later, Sheldrake explained, morphic resonance is the influence of previous structures of activity on subsequent similar structures of activity organized by morphic fields. It enables memories to pass across both space and time from the past. What this means is that all self-organizing systems, such as molecules, crystals, cells, plants, animals, and animal societies, have a collective memory on which each individual draws and to which it contributes. In its most general sense, this hypothesis implies that the so-called laws of nature are more like habits. I teach and write about the same concepts, collective memory, and this is Thomas speaking, or writing, but I hear him speaking. I teach and write about the same concepts, collective memory, living structures, and human habit in a not dissimilar way. We are all born into and shaped by various collective fields. and macro representation of what our own bodies and psyches express individually. These nested fields or matrices contain and carry our social memory, social architecture, and habits, from universal human archetypes to specific languages and cultural codes. All people and all societies shape and are shaped by them. They are morphogenic. Presencing pioneers Peter Senge, Otto Scharmer, and their colleagues elaborate on Sheldrake's concept of morphic resonance this way. Every cell contains identical DNA information for the larger organism, yet cells also differentiate as they mature into eye, heart, or kidney cells, for example. This happens because cells develop a kind of social identity according to their immediate context and what is needed for the health of the larger organism. When a cell's morphic field deteriorates, its awareness of the larger whole deteriorates. A cell that loses its social identity reverts to blind, undifferentiated cell division, which can ultimately threaten the life of the larger organism. It's what we know as cancer. At the collective scale, shadow, trauma, and the fragmentation they create within humans and among human societies do much the same. We'll examine these concepts in further detail in Chapter 6. Just as refining the art of attunement is crucial to authentic relating, to transparent communication, a deeper understanding of what we are as individuals and how we function as a community of beings is vital. That will get us started in Chapter 4. And we will continue in the next episode of Attunement. Practicing interdependence to heal our trauma and our world by Thomas Hubl. Now let's go.